I'm Miss Mani. Been teaching in Taiwan for a year now. Talking to other teachers, many foreigners come here to teach. It's a good way to save and make money, but sometimes at the expense of the students and their learning. So I really care about kids. I believe that they're our future, and there are some things that work and some things that don't work. So this is me sharing my experience. Here I'm a homeroom teacher. I have 16 kids in my class. I see them from 9 o'clock, basically 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Give them breakfast, lunch, put them to sleep, make sure they brush their teeth, wake them up, teach them English as well as art, sensory integration, projects. You have to do projects with them. There are many expectations of a teacher here in Taiwan, and you don't always get given the tools you need to do the tasks correctly. Okay, so this is my classroom. I'm just going to show you around and tell you what I've done. Firstly, rules are most important. You need to make sure your kids understand the rules, that they know what's expected of them. Put it somewhere up in the classroom so they can be reminded of it. Your first couple of classes can be them just reading the rules. Most important for kids is the alphabet. Once they know the alphabet, they can move on to other things. Sometimes, I've been given kids that are expected to know words such as experience, daunting, ajar. Sometimes we really get given ridiculous words to teach them, but then they don't know their ABCs. Once they know their ABCs, big and small, A is just as important as A. They can start reading small words like and. So we go from here. We have and here, and. From there, they know their sounds, they can make small words. You move on to phonics. Phonics, we have the phonics wall. Some of these phonics I got from the internet, but teaching them in your workbook, you'll get given different phonics to teach. They can then make their own flashcards, and it's basically just them writing the word and identifying the sound. That's most important. You can also use lessons just looking at your phonics wall, getting them to make the sounds, say the sounds, and then read the word using the sounds. So once they know the alphabet and their sounds, they're able to sound out words and put words together. So then we get to our word wall. This word wall was made by my students. It's very easy. You give them a piece of paper, they write the word. Depends on what level they are. They can circle the sound or just write the word. Word walls are very important because the kids can see it, see the words every day. You can use the word wall for your lessons, basically just having a reading race, dividing the class into two teams, seeing who can read the most words. So once your kids know alphabets, know their alphabets, they know phonic sounds, they can read and say words, immediately get them to divide the words into the parts of speech. So my kids, they're kindergarten, they're very young, 5, 6 years old, but they know their parts of speech. They know what a noun, adjective, verb, and adverb are. And I think that's most important. Preposition, all that, you can wait until a later stage. But if they know what a noun is, if they know what a verb is, when you're teaching them sentences, obviously sentences are next. What's a sentence? Basically just your noun and verb. Your subject and verb. Object isn't always important. So they can do it very easy. It's not a daunting task to make a sentence for them if they understand these things. And again, our parts of speech wall, give your kids just a piece of paper. Sorry, my English has deteriorated while being here just because you need to get down onto their level. And sometimes your English suffers because of it. So here, adjectives, they know an adjective describes a thing, and the thing is the noun. Describes, tells about. So there we have a girl, and it's a beautiful, a small, or a confident girl. We have a dress. It's a colorful or a big dress. I have the hair. It's blonde, clean or curly, straight, doesn't matter. Your nouns. This, they've made their own flashcards, and again, this is where they sleep. This is their sleeping area, where their beds are. So they get to see it all the time. It's in their face. It's repetition, reminding all the time. If you do this with your kids, you'll see the improvements. I have kids who didn't, or I got given kids that didn't know how to read, they didn't know how to sound out words, they didn't know the alphabet. So going through these steps just one by one, they can read, they can speak English. Another good prop that I use as well, very easy, the feet. So you can use these in many different ways. It's a foot with a sound inside. You can put them on the floor, they can play a hopscotch. First go through the different sounds, like here will be ing, in, ot, al, un, op, e. Make sure they know their sounds. Then when they jump on the foot for hopscotch, what? It's ing, sing, in, pen, ot, pot. Spal, spal, or bal, bal, keep them simple. Run, run. Top, be. And a good way to start off this game, just so that they know what they're doing. Don't ever give your kids something they don't know, because that's when they close up and they just don't want to cooperate in any way. So you have your foot, you have your sound. So it doesn't need to make sense, it's just for practice. A-ot, B-ot, bot, K-ot, cot, D-ot, dot, E-ot, ot. Don't make the phonics sounds difficult, like we know the A-O is a sound, but it's not about phonics, it's about just sounding out words. F-ot, fot, G-ot, got. Just like that. So you can use the different sounds with that activity, hopscotch, or even this. I have some more, and then I get them to be Spider-Man and climb the wall, move around our class using the foot props. This is my classroom. I'm really proud of my kids. I think they've done a great job, and the point is that they are learning from their own work. This is K3A, Miss Mani. Cheers.